Hey everyone, Saul here, welcome back to episode 5 of the Fresh Start Progress. It is Saturday, 2 days before the competitive period ends. I was last night, as I ended the video, at rank 59 at, wrote it down here, 2607 total. Fell down to rank 67 this morning, so that's the most I've fallen overnight since entering the top 100. So, yeah, that's not necessarily scary, I'd say, because I still have a lot of easy levels to gain, but maybe a little concerning, so to speak. I think I can maintain top 100 pretty easily, so long as I don't completely lose internet like I already have once today. If I do, I'll just be doing whatever I can on mobile. That's why I was doing a bit of this. I got a mining level this morning and something else as well that I can't remember at this point. Oh, crafting level. So yeah, goal for today / maybe tomorrow. I'm going to try really hard to push for it today. Enter top 25 from rank 67. Right now, the top 25, if I refresh the high scores page, has 2,671 total level. That is 62 ahead of where I'm at right now. And I can get half of that with thieving. And I think it's realistic to get that within a fairly short amount of time with saves. I'll be doing active saves. Because I don't have everything I need for the new pickpocketing method, the Cruxical Knights. Yeah, before that though, I'm going to go ahead and use up some brawlers as well. I think I have everything I need for 99 smithing. Gonna use my cooking brawlers as well. I think that'll get me to level 91 or 92. I'll have to double check though. I'll be cooking sailfish. I'll be boosting with an extreme cooking potion. Already have those made. Rune crafting can get a few levels there. I just remembered I still have the extinction reward lamps, and that's 700k XP, I think. I think they're 175 a piece. Yeah, that sounds about right. And I have some other XP rewards to pick up as well. You may have seen in my notes just moments ago. And then I'm close to a couple 99s as well, farming and summoning. So, yeah, that's the general plan. Brawlers, thieving, range is going to be easy. Might do a little hunter as well, dungeoneering, kind of a mix of everything. I'm going to try to determine what's going to be the quickest levels for me to get. But we'll just have to play it by ear a little bit, I think. Guess I'll take note of my starting XP today as well, obviously. Little, under this is what I actually started at, since I already got a couple levels, but 342 mil at level 2609 total. Alright, this is my very simple setup for rune crafting? Cooking. Gonna place down one portable at a time, I think, in case I do lose internet for whatever reason. Not sure I'll be able to buy portables back, and I hope / think I can put one down right here. Let me activate the aura first, flame proof. Don't know how much of a chance I'll have to burn things, but better safe than sorry, I guess. And can I go ahead and... Am I supposed to do this? Do the re-clicking thing? Let's see, is this actually faster? I don't actually know. Not sure. I guess I'll do it. It seems to be. Let's see. Okay, never mind. Maybe it's not. I'll probably just do this then, and be back with level updates. Here's 84. Looks like I do have a small chance to burn them, but not a huge deal. I did buy some extras, more raw fish than I have charges on the brawling gloves, and burning does not consume charges. And obviously that'll go down as my cooking level goes up. The chance to burn, that is. 85. 86 in 14 minutes. Still plenty left to go. It's looking like I'll just barely be able to use up my charges by the end of this hour, and I only have an hour worth of portables anyways. So beyond that, I'll just use logs or something to finish out the last bit. 87. 88. Moving on up. 89, starting to slow down just a tad. Here comes 90. It looks like I'll have enough charges to get 91. Need 161 charges, but I'll be a little short of 92. I'm still going to use up the charges, I think, and then just probably finish out the level doing cooking without the brawling gloves, because it shouldn't take too long. Last level before the gloves degrade, 91. 8 levels in under an hour. That's pretty much the kind of pace I need to keep if I'm going to hit this goal that I'm trying to. Okay, not really, but that's pretty much what it feels like when every skill is going to be, you know, an hour to level up or so, and I need to somehow do that 60 times in a day. Decided to finish off 92 since I was a bit closer than I thought, but that's probably the last cooking level before the competitive period ends. Oh, I should probably mention XP rates. The cooking with the gauntlets was about 3.5 mil XP an hour. Next up, though, is smithing, because a bunch of my money is tied up in visages right now. Actually, let me do the yep, 2 bill. It'll go up after I make them, and then I'll probably quick chat it or something, or show it off again. But, yep. Let's see how far 80 visages get us, and then anything from there, gaps will be filled in by these protein bars. Don't know if I went over this in much depth last time, but essentially what I do now is switch to my skilling bar. I make one. As I'm making the other, I have 2 slots for shields. You can withdraw from your Beast of Burden without interrupting the action. So I'll make one, withdraw, etc. 95 smithing. Alright, the last of the visages got me just shy of 96, so onto the protein bars, which are 5,700 XP apiece. Still pretty nice, so there's 96, and the price check is 2.7 bill, so gain about 700 mil in wealth evaluator value in 10 minutes. 97 smithing. Doing some quick math. Actually, hang on a minute. Okay, I thought it was going to be close for some reason based on some math that I did, so I activated my wisdom aura for the day. Not a huge deal, regardless, because, I mean, the wisdom aura is 2.5%. It's only going to go so far. I mean, that's... You get a full hour's worth of use out of it, and that's 2.5% of an hour, essentially, is what it boils down to. So not a lot of time wasted or gained either way, but would potentially help close any gaps. But it looks like on eyeballing it here, I'll have a little more than enough. My bottleneck is the protein bars. I've got another full set of brawling gloves. I think they have 434 charges. Maybe it's only 300 something though. So yeah, 5,800 XP a bar. That's not too bad. Don't think I'm gonna make another level on the Hammertron, so I'll probably just end up disassembling this at 8 whenever I disassemble all my other stuff. Just missed level 98, but never mind again. It looks like I'm gonna be like 60k XP short, which is unfortunate. Probably like just throw together some Bane stuff. I've been mining some Bane. I have some of that ported to the ore storage, so I might just, you know, make some gauntlets or whatever up to burial stage, and then that should be good enough. Forgot I had some corrupted ore in the bank, so I'm just going to go ahead and use that up. Don't really care about the remaining charges on these either, since I'm most likely not going for any post-99 smithing XP. And another one down, 99 smithing. Nothing of note here really. Hang on, why is this locked? Because I don't have a different level? Maybe a crafting level? Yeah, I think you need 99 crafting for it. But there we go. Done with that skill, and on to something else. I think what I'm going to do is, while I have wisdom active, I might as well restore all of these artifacts that I have from archaeology still. I've got 75 of them here, so might as well get the most we can out of the 2.5%, since these are all kind of backloaded in this instance. So I had 75 of them, and it's almost 92k per artifact. Should get us 115. I did 113 to 114. I think entirely from excavating and the bonuses from the skeleton fragments, so no surprise that I have enough artifacts to get to 115. A couple minutes later, 115 archaeology. I don't think when I go back to training I'm going to go to this spot. It is the spear spot, but I don't know if there's a lot of demand for the spear right now, and in terms of actual training, the Dragonkin spot I think is still going to be the best one for me. Also going to be saving these artifacts for now, probably for next video. Little teaser there. So let's reclaim the extinction reward lamps that I talked about earlier. I think these are 175k a piece, yep. And they require level 75, so I couldn't use them on runecrafting prior to, you know, just now essentially. So let's go ahead and use them. Runecrafting, I'm totally fine with this. I think it's the slowest thing so far. If not, agility is close behind, but obviously the lower levels use something like this, the better. A couple levels there, very close to 81. I think it's time to finally move on to thieving, because I don't really have a better use for the wisdom aura right now. I was going to do some dungeoneering, but again, while it's going to save me a tiny bit of time doing something I would be doing anyways, I might as well get the use out of it. So probably end up doing some dungeoneering after this. Might go solo, might not, I don't know, kind of have to think about it, I guess, but at any rate should be getting 70 base here at the end of this. There we go. Did I get a message for that? Yeah, okay. And then 80 should be pretty close to follow, and once we get 80, there are some lamps from Violet is Blue, up to, or totaling 90k XP that require various level milestones like, you know, 20 in all skills, 50 in all skills. The highest one is a 50k lamp at 80 in all skills, so I can go claim that afterwards. Should only take a few minutes. Again, 90k XP total, and that is of course going straight into runecrafting again. Almost missed this one because we've had some crappy weather lately, which is seemingly affecting our internet, but there is 80 thieving and base 80s. And before I forget, here are the aforementioned XP rewards from Violet is Blue. So this one is 2k, requires 20 in all non-elite skills. This one is 8k, requires 40. This one is 30k, requires 60, and this one is 50k, requires 80 all. So there we go, another runecrafting level. I decided to try out the Cruxacal Knights and see what the XP rates and effort level look like compared to saves. So far it's not, like the fail rate is bad compared to what it could be, because, you know, I'm not higher level, and because I don't have the Ardoon achievements done, that would be a 10% increase. And I don't have the camouflage outfits because the XP rates are so jacked that the outfit pieces, you're most likely, like pretty much every skill, you're most likely going to be past 99 by the time you get them all. At least for the full outfit. You could get the like third or quarter outfits with trading people, but again, they take so long compared to skill XP that a lot of people aren't too worried about it. But there's 88 thieving. The fail rate isn't so bad that it's completely annoying. With the aura active anyways, without this, safe's definitely better, I think. But between the feather fingered necklaces, the exoskeleton, and crystal mask with light form, even if you do get caught, there's a pretty decent chance you don't get stunned, as I get stunned twice in a row. You've probably seen it as I've been talking through this clip, but especially with the new thieving plus sticky fingers, thieving every 2 ticks, sometimes you'll get stunned, roll the chance to avoid it, and then just immediately get an XP drop the next cycle like that. So, hasn't been too bad. Coming to the end of this aura, I'll see how much XP I get. Alright, hour is up on the aura, and I got about 1.8 mil XP, which, if we divide that out, is about 720k base XP per hour, which I believe is pretty good. I guess I'm going to do a sample of saves and see how it compares I mean, my aura is on cooldown now, and I'm kind of trying to keep going on thieving, but I do have some aura refreshes in my bank. I think those apply. I don't know why they don't show up here. Yeah, I think they're generic aura refreshes, but if not, I can always come back later tonight, do some saves until then, and if this method is a little bit better, I can extend the aura for 10 Viswax to make it an additional hour. But I think I'm going to go try out the new saves with some boosting, the wilderness saves and whatnot, and see how that goes. So I may have not realized that for a good portion of the high-level saves, you need Dishonor Among Thieves to access them at a reasonable rate. As in, you don't have to go through these long tunnels to get to them. And so, without that, doing the high-intensity loop is not good. Because you basically just can't. So, the only saves I can really do are Rogue's Castle and Xanaris. And at my current level with boosts, I can do Rogue's Castle and one of the two Xanaris ones. So, if I had to incorporate like these, for example, and that puts my rate at about 1.8 mil, which is what the other method was, except it's way more work. So I might take this opportunity to finish up fletching. The best saves by far are in the Rogue's Castle. They give, as a comparison, 70% more XP than the Xanaris ones. So if I can just sit there, do fletching, a bunch of people have been doing this, I'll, crack the safes and then do fletching while I'm waiting, because I still have a good solid few hours of fletching left. And then I will just go back to nights whenever my aura is ready to go. Caught the tail end of an Amlot hour here, so perfect time to finish off 99 summoning. We're just like 160k XP away, so only a few trips. Quick intermission here, doing some more divine locations. Second to last one. Oh, hang on. I have less on my Brawling Gloves than I remembered. I thought it was basically full, but there is 90. Still going to keep doing K-Fish because my bottleneck is the amount of, what am I even trying to say? Divine location charges I can do per day, essentially, and not the charges on the Brawling Gloves. So these are better XP per divine location resource, but worse XP per brawler charge, if that makes sense. So more XP in the limited time frame I have doing K-Fish bubbles. Got up to 91. It looks like we're going to be just shy of 92, but I can fill that out with some penguin points or something. Wrapping up with 98 thieving here. Got a little left on the extended aura, but I think I'm going to dip out because I don't have that much longer before I go to bed, and there's still quite a bit of room between me and top 25, which I was trying to push for by the end of the day if I do another refresh here. 2679 is the minimum required of me to hit top page if I log out at the current moment. So yeah, I'm gonna go and spend some things I talked about earlier and probably try to level up my range in ED3 as well. Can't believe I just bought this for 16 mil, but it's in such a crunch that I feel like it's fine. Okay. Scrimshaw Sacrifice, 50% extra XP for combat and Slayer, but you get no drops, etc. You probably already know that. Well then. Farming with a group of randoms on World 211 to try to boost my XP rates. By the way, they're convinced I'm dealing like no damage, and I'm using mech chins. It's kind of their thing against multiple targets anyways, and I got the range pet, so pretty interesting. I missed the actual level up because I was interacting with my group, but 99 range is finished and got the pet to boot, so that's pretty nice. 2669. Very little time left in my day. Let's see what else I can try to squeeze out of this. And I guess to clarify, as I'm still in the loading screen here, to clarify what I said earlier, I know like my gear is garbage. I'm using an offhand rune crossbow, but when you're hitting 2 things, Mech Chin's already worth it, even with the crappy offhand. If you're hitting 3 things, it's absolutely worth it. Anything more than that is just insane because of how damage scales. Like, going from tier 80 to tier 90 is like a 12% damage increase. Hitting 1 thing or 2 things simultaneously instead of 1 is a 100% damage increase, if you see what I mean. But based on further interaction, I don't really know what they were getting at. Alright, as I alluded to earlier, I'm taking apart all of these things. Oh, I'm getting a lot of protective components, which is really good. And strong as well. Need both of those for gizmos, because that is my secret master plan for invention, I guess. These components in a gizmo are worth 3,500 XP each. As a comparison, most of the rare materials are worth like 2,000 or 2,100, so that's a lot. And unlike item XP and disassembling leveled items, it actually gets affected by the fresh start bonuses. So I'm going to leverage that, make a handful of gizmos, and just cram components into them. And if I get something good, then I guess I'll keep it. Otherwise, I'm just gonna disassemble everything, pretty much. Alright, actually I'm going to do some research, discovery, whatever it's called before then, because I ended up saving all of these things, and they're worth quite a bit each. So I'm gonna do those first. Alright, yeah, this isn't even the biggest one, but check this out. 600k XP drop. That's like a big siphon or a disassembly. Alright, started at the bottom of, or I guess the end of 112, got to close to the end of 114. So pretty much 2 whole levels out of that, which is very nice. And now for these, I am going to boost up for this actually. Don't really care what perks I get out of it, and this is not the optimal way to get perks, but if I get something I immediately recognize as being good, then I will keep it, otherwise it's getting disassembled. As you can see, 78k per attempt here. So I'm just going to keep going pretty much. Basically, unless I get Equilibrium 4, Ruthless 3, I don't really care all that much about what comes out of these. And I'll do a mass disassembly like so. Disassemble all of them. This is obviously not something I would recommend anybody do outside of the very niche scenario of like pushing for levels in a temporary high scores game mode. Oh, I actually did just get an E4 R3, which is really rare before you get to 120 with an Extreme Invention pot. I'll look that up later probably, but just know that it's pretty rare. And there's 116 Invention. Got a couple old tools here that I was saving for a burst moment like this as well, so I'm gonna take those apart. This one's not quite leveled, but don't really care so much. 378k, sure. That should top us off. And yeah, what does that say? 2.2 million? Don't think I'm capable of getting that through the rest of these, so I'm just gonna hold on to them for now. Alright, this is pretty much my last ditch effort, and I pretty much know for a fact I'm gonna fall short. So I'm gonna give it a shot anyways and see where we land. Dungeoneering, if that wasn't obvious by what's happening on screen. I'm too tired for this. Alright, I need 5 more levels. I've got some semblance of a plan. I'm having to keep my wife up late for this, but here we go. Yeah, starting with crafting, gonna finish off this level, and then I just did a dungeon, got from 81 to 82. Gonna go back, probably get 83 that way, probably pick up 93 divination, and then, yeah, the last 2 should be pretty easy. I'm like extremely fervently refreshing the high scores page to make sure nobody takes place number 25 while I'm trying to, because if so, I'm just gonna probably dip out, but so far it seems to be in the clear. I was actually just checking to see if rank 25 is online, and I don't see them, but obviously somebody could pass them. Alright, here's one. 91 crafting. Alright, number 2 of 5, 93 divination. So many doors, holy crap. I hit an early dead end and figured I would have a short critical path. Okay, I was remembering the incorrect thing when I said I had an early dead end. That was the last dungeon I did. Yeah, this one, the only dead end was over here, and that was pretty far into it. Either way, this is like the most full a dungeon can be when I'm trying to be quick about things. And then we get this boss whose mechanics I don't remember. I think I have to deactivate these now and essentially wait a second. Alright, that's it. Let's get out of here. Gonna use this thing. Why not? No, it's kind of wasteful, but when you're as tunnel visioned as I am right now, you don't really care. Alright, 288k, that's number 3. 83 engineering. Drop by the farm, pick up a farming level. Yeah, it's 99, pretty much whatever. And then we're off to the zoo to see more animals, I guess. Alright, I need 29 points with lamps at 41 points. This should be right. If I use all on rune crafting, it's level 82. Last one, 2680 if I refresh the high scores real quick. And then I log out immediately. Refresh again, and there I am. Let me get it up on screen. There we go. As of right now, I am ranked 25. Okay, pretty insane. Can't say I ever expected to be in a situation like this, but obviously I decided to push for it kinda last minute because I was pretty close, but I don't know, that's pretty hype. I see a couple of familiar names on here as well, so plenty of people from the clan. But yeah, fresh start overall, rank 25, front page. Absolutely insane. And if I go over here, pretty close to top 100 invention. I'm not going to get it because I kind of, you know, blew what I had today, but the just to get top 25 is mind-blowing to me, even in like this type of game mode. So yeah, what better way to end the episode than just calling it right here and going to bed before my wife gets too tired. Anyways, if you enjoyed the video and the energy of the video, I guess, it's been kind of weird, then give it a like, comment, or subscribe, and I don't know, tell me what you liked about the episode and what you might want to see after the competitive period ends. Anyways, one more video after this is coming out, so I'll see you in that one. Peace.